Most Christians were taught to hear God backwards. And honestly, that's why hearing God feels so stressful for you sometimes, because somewhere along the way, you were taught God mostly speaks from outside of you. So now every decision feels scary. You overthink every little thing. You wonder, was that God? Was that me? Am I missing something? Am I missing God's will? Maybe I'm going to be deceived. And now you're exhausted trying to hear God correctly. So you look for more signs, more confirmation, more prophetic words, more dreams, more random clues. You're trying to figure this thing out, right? And at this point, some believers need a burning bush encounter just to know if I should go shop at Costco or Safeways. But Jesus never taught separation from the Father. He taught union. Jesus said, abide in me. Paul said, Christ in you, the hope of glory. But if Christ is in you, why were you taught only to look outside yourself for God's voice? That's backwards, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to hear me. Now, listen carefully, because this changed my life. And when I understood the voice of God is more perceived than it is heard, it changed everything in my life. A lot of times, God's voice does not sound super dramatic. It feels like peace or clarity, wisdom, love, understanding, light, an inner knowing. Romans says this: the mind governed by the Spirit is life and peace, not panic, not confusion, not torment by any stretch of the imagination. And this right here is where the real issue lies. You may have been trained to trust fear more than peace, because fear feels intense, fear feels urgent, fear feels super spiritual. But the Holy Spirit is not trying to terrorize you into obedience. You are not separated from God trying to connect to heaven. You are joined to Christ. Now, obviously, every thought is not God. Sometimes you're just anxious feeling. Sometimes you have an emotional moment. Sometimes you just need sleep. You need some water and less doom scrolling on TikTok at 2 a.m. in the morning. But hearing God becomes clear when you stop asking, how do I get God to speak? And start asking, how do I realize the Christ already is present within me? That changes everything going forward. So this week, I want you to practice something simple. Before making a decision, stop looking for fear and pressure. Instead, ask, what produces peace, clarity, and love in this moment of my life? Because Colossians says this: let peace rule in your heart. Peace is not weakness, okay? Peace is one of the ways you learn to recognize his leading. And honestly, you probably don't have a hearing problem, okay, ladies and gentlemen? You may just have been taught to listen from separation instead of union. Now, make sure to watch these videos right here. God has so many more things he wants to share with you. And if you would like to connect to this ministry, make sure to go to the very first link down in the description below to receive daily prophetic words and connect with us. I have a free gift for you down in the first link and pinned comments below. And remember, I love you.